In 2017, two best friends, Libby German and Abby Williams, went for a hike on a quiet Indiana trail. They never came home. A chilling phone recording captured their killer's voice. Down the hill. For years, he hid in plain sight. This is the Delphi murders, a haunting mystery that demands answers. Stay with us. It's February 13th, 2017, in Delphi, Indiana, a small town of 3,000 where kids still roam free, where trust is a given. Two best friends, Libby German, 14, and Abigail Williams, 13, beg for a ride to the Monon High Bridge Trail. It's a historic spot, an old railway bridge stretching over Deer Creek, rusted and remote. They're dropped off around 1:45 p.m., phones out, snapping photos, lost in the carefree joy of a school snow day. Libby posts a Snapchat of Abby walking the bridge, smiling against the grey winter sky. But in moments, joy turns to terror. Libby and Abby never make it home. Their murders will shatter this town, grip a nation and expose a killer hiding in plain sight. This is the story of the Delphi murders, a tragedy that demands we remember two girls stolen from us, not the monster who took them. Let's start with Libby and Abby, because their lives, not their deaths, define this story. Libby, bold and vibrant, loved volleyball, music and science. She played saxophone, dreamed of teaching or saving animals. Abby, quieter, was an artist at heart, sketching, snapping photos, shining on the softball field. They were inseparable, sharing sleepovers, secrets, and dreams. Libby lived with her grandparents, Mike and Becky Patty, after family struggles. Abby with her mom, Anna Williams. That day, Libby's sister Kelsey drops them off, a decision that haunts her still. The girls cross the bridge, laughing, unaware they're being watched. Then, courage meets horror. As they reach the bridge's end, a man approaches, blue jacket, jeans, hat low. Libby, sensing danger, pulls out her phone and records. His image is grainy but chilling, striding toward them, hands in pockets. His voice cuts through. "Guys, down the hill." Abby's faint plea echoes. "Don't leave me up here." They're forced into the woods below, where brutality awaits. Throats slashed, bodies posed in the underbrush near Deer Creek, about 50 feet from the water. No sexual assault, but the scene screams rage control. Branches arranged oddly, blood staining the earth. Details police guard closely to filter false leads. The next day, Valentine's Day, searchers find them, a half-mile from the bridge. Delphi reels. Schools shut. Doors lock. Trust crumbles. Sheriff Tony Liggett later says it tore the town's soul apart. The families, Mike and Becky Patty, Anna Williams, Libby's mom Carrie Timmons, face a void that never heals. Mike vows justice. Anna clings to memories. Carrie stops celebrating Libby's birthday. The pain's too raw. She battles PTSD, depression, guilt. The case explodes. Podcasts, Reddit threads, true crime sleuths dissecting every clue. Why? Libby's recording, that grainy bridge guy image and chilling audio, released February 22, 2017. It sparks 50,000 tips. Police sketches, one in 2017, another in 2019, fuel hope. Billboards rise nationwide. But years drag on, 2018, 2019, 2020. Cold. Who was on that bridge? Enter Richard Allen, a name that means nothing then, everything now. He's 50, a Delphi pharmacist at CVS, married, a dad. The guy who prints your family photos with a smile. 3 days after the murders, he tells police he was on the trail, saw 3 girls, nothing suspicious. His tip? Misfiled, lost in a clerical error. For 5 years he lives free, chats with victims' families, even processes their photos. Becky Patty later recalls his blank stare. No remorse. How does evil blend so seamlessly into a small town? October 2022 shifts everything. A volunteer secretary uncovers Allen's buried tip. Police search his home, find a .40 caliber Sig Sauer pistol. Ballistics are damning. An unspent round at the scene, ejected from that gun. Tool marks a perfect match. No DNA, but undeniable. October 28th, Allen's arrested. 2 counts of murder, 2 of felony murder during kidnapping. He pleads not guilty. Pre-trial, his defense cries foul. Solitary confinement, mental breakdowns, coerced confessions. Alan admits it over 60 times in jail. To his wife Kathy, guards, a psychologist. "I cut their throats," he says, details matching the scene. But his attorneys insist he's psychotic, broken by isolation. The trial, October 2024, is a marathon of pain. 25 days in Carroll County, jury from Allen County for fairness. Prosecutors paint a predator. Allen stalked the girls, used his gun to force them down the hill, killed with precision. They play his confessions, show the bullet match, timeline his presence from 1 to 3:30 p.m. Witnesses saw a man like him, blue jacket, jeans. The defense counters, no DNA, no direct eyewitness beyond the video. They push an Odinism theory, ritualistic symbols, branches like runes, other suspects. Prosecutors call it a distraction. Jurors deliberate 19 hours over 3 days. November 11, 2024, guilty on all counts. Outside court, families hug, tears flow, but closure, that's a myth. December 20th, 2024, sentencing day. Allen shuffles in, orange jumpsuit, shackled, no family in sight. He's blank as families pour out their souls. Becky, Patty. I hope he lives with the fear he caused them. Carrie Timmons. You brought evil into our lives. PTSD, anxiety, no more birthdays. Mike, Patty to Allen. No appeal, own it. Abby's grandma, Diane Erskine. I lost great-grandkids that day too. Investigator Jerry Holman calls the crime brutal, Allen remorseless, manipulative. Judge Fran Gull doesn't mince words. Urea among Indiana, S most heinous. Generational carnage. She notes his eye-rolling disdain. Sentence, 65 years per girl, consecutive, 130 total. He'll die behind bars. At the press conference, prosecutor Nicholas McClelland praises Libby's courage. She knew something wasn't right, pulled out her phone. That 43-second recording, some still unreleased, nailed her killer. Sheriff Liggett apologizes for the 8-year wait. No closure, just justice. Superintendent Doug Carter begs the public, delete the leaked crime scene photos, still circulating, still wounding families. Anyone who shares them should be held accountable, he says. But this story doesn't end. As of October 2025, Allen's appeal grinds on, filed March 2025. His attorneys push Odinism, alleged judicial bias, coerced confessions. He's moved to an Oklahoma prison for safety. A Hulu docuseries, Capturing Their Killer, airs August 2025, with Allen's wife Kathy insisting he's innocent. A leaked full video in March stirs more debate. CrimeCon honors investigators this month, keeping the case alive. The families endure. Libby would be 22, Abby 21. Milestones missed, futures stolen. This case grips us because it's raw. Innocence shattered, a town betrayed, a killer among neighbors. How did he hide for 5 years? Was he alone? Why the delays? We owe Libby and Abby more than justice. We owe them memory, action. Their story demands we question. Did police miss too much? Is the truth fully uncovered? Share their names, not the killers. Keep pushing for answers, because until every shadow's lit, the pain lingers. What haunts you most about this case? What questions burn in you? Let's talk, because Libby and Abby deserve to be more than a tragedy.